Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So we have a courtesan mission here. Let's see what this is.
Ezio, Cesare has captured the great condottieri, Prospero and Fabrizio Colonna. He has brought them to Roma for torture. Once freed, these men will cause significant trouble for the Borgia and their allies. They will be transferred soon under guard, but I suspect...
This is odd, watching her just sit and watch only her arms move and her head move and nothing else. Finish the mission with both mercenaries above half health. Okay. So run this way and kill some people is all that really boils down to. You know, last recording I said, and I still stand by it, that I'm having a real hard time finding anything I liked. And I feel that's incredibly strange, considering I really did like this game. Most people loved this game when it came out. It was pretty unanimous, the best Assassin's Creed game so far. And it would be very difficult for me to even try to make an argument as far as which one is better. Like, I know that Revelations, I think, is the next game in the Ezio trilogy, and I don't feel like that's any better.
You have saved us, amico. You are not free yet. Prepare yourselves.
Alright. So, I killed every single guard. And still 3 more guards came in here. This thing is taking forever. The deflect ability is still too high. And here my vigilantes are so what am I supposed to do? I've already probably failed the memory because I feel like I've failed full synchronization. Like, there's people everywhere and they keep coming. I assume I'm waiting for the timer to go to 0. If I get full synchronization out of this, I'd be very surprised.
There must be some way we can repay your kindness.
Continue
Adjust
the fight
the camera
against
here.
the Borgia.
That we will. Addio, amico mio.
And look at those face models. They look like they have no pupils. Switch to poison. Heal. Next mission. It's an odd experience, most definitely, to kind of have to look back on your nostalgic loved games of previous generations, which at this point, this was a 360 game, PlayStation 3 game, and we are at the PlayStation 4, well into PlayStation 4, Xbox One generation of consoles. And so they have to look back and say to yourself, you know what, by modern standards, there's a lot of problems here, and now that every game has some element of being open world, or a lot more games at least, that stopped being an interesting selling point. I suppose if you went really, really far back to like a ColecoVision game or an Intellivision game, there were games that were sold for being in color versus black and white, and that's, I suppose, a similar way of explaining it, to say like the things that are selling points of the old are now just expected points. Look, they're dancing. Swinging around like lunatics, but they won't hit each other. Let's see, how dead do they have to be before I can search their body? See, they're still flopping around. Need some bullets, so it's not a terrible idea to search them.
Ezio, news of our work has reached the Pope. As we speak, he prepares a courier for Romagna. If Cesare suspects his allegiances are slipping, he will fill the city with troops. Take the Pope's letter from the courier without his knowledge. Bring it to me, and I will prepare a forgery. We'll make sure Cesare receives his report.
So now, apparently, this courtesan is also a forger? I guess that's better than having a whole nother guild of forgers running around, but doesn't this seem more like the kind of job you would have a thief do? Like, thieves probably forge money, and so a forging of so we're gonna just steal this, I think, kind of casually walk up to this guy and pickpocket him, and then run this direction, which is the complete opposite direction of where we were before. So she's apparently moved.
Bene. I can work with this. Give me a moment.
And see, this mission seems too short, so it's showing me a loading screen and a
Replace the letter before the courier realizes he has
function.
lost it. Cesare will be delighted to know all is well in Rome.
Yeah, why did that show me a loading screen in between that? Like, why not have her? All you would have had to do is write a story, a line of dialogue that said, as you were stealing the original from him, I'll prepare a forgery. Or you could write it as a line of dialogue saying, I need the original to compare the signature to my forgery. And then you just saw her very quickly forge a signature. And this is the second time we've reverse pickpocketed something. Come on. Like, that took longer than it should have. And see, he still thinks somebody stole his wallet, which I don't think I actually did, or I shouldn't have done. Like, the last thing you need to do is actually rob somebody while you're planting evidence on them. And let's see. I think I want to make a slight dash this direction and see if we can spend some money before we run back to this point and start the story. I don't know if I need any more mercenaries hired, so I need to just actually check that. Well, trying to get all of these guild quests done, trying to play as much of this game, more of this game than I really want to. So mercenary quests, yeah, still need to send out more of them. Yeah, that's the last one, and that's not really surprising either, that that would be the last group that I would need to send out to attack guards, because I have run into them a lot less. Upgrade this. So now a layer of Romulus is available. Odd.
D'accordo. Arrivederci.
Come on. Guards, guards, guards.
Time to see what kind of training a watchman receives in this gun.
Let's come over here and upgrade this. I kind of wish at this point I'd be getting 20 to 30,000 upgrades. Apparently my investment still hasn't worn off. Like 20 to 30,000 gold every 20 minutes would put me close to finishing all of the city rebuilding elements, which are just extra elements of gameplay that there's enough other extra elements. It would make sense to start taking some things off the table, and we've had the banquet. It's time now for just a simple dessert. So where is that layer? Like, here's the one we had already seen as far as the layer of Romulus. And so of course an assignment over here. And I don't see another layer of Romulus. It must be hidden somewhere behind a memory wall. And I can't get up to this. And I can't do anything here. So maybe run to this. Let's see. Find this repair shop. It's somewhere around these buildings. Which angle of the building is it? How many more blacksmiths are there to fix, I think? There's probably about one of everything. Nope, two. You can repair everything for a nominal fee. And we still haven't gotten the items we need for a shop's quest. Run this direction towards that broken aqueduct. It's odd that they would let water flow through the aqueducts and then just fall into puddles.
Grazie. Come again, please.
3 more broken aqueducts. And there's a collectible right. See, water's coming down here. Right at the edge here. And I'm not sure I would have been able to climb this before. Very possibly I would have been able to, though. So I'm at the end of the line of one aqueduct. And I need to run this way. And just leave this courtesan assignment alone. Even though that would probably be the better thing. Or I could run this way and do this too. But what I really would like to see is, since we've done, I think, one full aqueduct this direction, this very well might get me to that sink point. And we've got the splashing going on. And water apparently comes in through the city walls. So clearly, if you wanted to poison the city, here's a great way to do it. And with all the broken sides of these aqueducts, I would assume that there was either higher walls or a covering over it. See, I've run the whole way, but I think this is not actually one of those points where they connected to the sink points. Is this incredibly faster than anything we've seen before? No. No, in no way is it any faster. It might have raised the water, though, in this section. Yeah, that might be the case. That. So we went from, I think we were here, and we didn't get anywhere close to this. And we ran around. Which actually puts me in a good position to now see if I can. There. And apparently that was not a dive of 25 meters. Like, I know this area. I know this treasure chest because I spent a significant amount of time trying to get it before. Like,
Perhaps I should slow him down a little.
yeah, and I couldn't get to this before because the game simply wouldn't. There was no water there to swim up to this point. And this memory is currently unavailable, and that's a wolf tower, a layer of Romulus. Nice. So now I know how that works, and now if I see anything like that ever again, I can walk around that. I don't want to go towards these flags. Particularly because it'll take me away from the courtesan mission, and Let's check in on our assassins. Come on, find the right angle to be able to interact with this. I can't help but feel pretty monotonous at this point too. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. No, these guys still have 3 minutes. It's hard to have anything new to say when there's really not that much new happening. The story's different. You know, if the Assassin's Creed series was written a little bit better as a book, it would play out really nicely, I think. But the interactivity that they add, that's a rather small sewer, right?
The senator and I have uncovered the planned meeting place of the Borgia and the foreign ambassadors. You have killed the ambassadors. Now those who plotted with them must be stopped.
This is another very odd experiment. So she's riding this horse and the only thing that's moving is her head. Kill the targets under 60 seconds. And again, the audio is just getting clipped, and we're getting a white horse. Death rides a white horse. Decently animated horse, although if you look at their back legs, they're oddly jointed. Look at the back legs. Let's see. Desperately. I'm under a time crunch, and my companion here is slowly trotting. And if I speed up, she really doesn't speed up. This is a really long way to travel. As horses get out of the... There we go. Problem solved. One more fight I don't have to deal with. I seem to run out of smoke bombs a lot. Like, I won't even have used them and they go away, and maybe it's my assassin workers who killed these guys that are using the smoke bombs, and that's why I need to get more.
Grazie, Ezio. I will return to the Rose in Fiore. The others will know of your bravery.
Odd animation. So each one of these side missions are hiding that they had somebody specifically animate them doing actions, and they failed. So instead of seeing just random people tossing seeds like they are, or standing around, or whatever they do, or just walking around, they intended for more people to sit on the horses and talk to people from horseback, which is rather odd thing to do in the first place, in my opinion, but they could make it look natural. Let's see, do I have enough money to purchase this building and make it back to an assassin coop? More people are ready to be turned into assassins for the assassin ceremony, which of my 9 or 10 characters, I feel like I'm only going to see 3 ceremonies, which is fine by me. That's really something more that would have been trailer bait, something you would show off to give the general idea of how the game was thought of, than actually how the game actually is. And this one. So I have 4 level 9s. And so I'm gonna try to find a 5-star difficulty that gives me a big reward. If I don't have that, it's not a terrible problem, but so we'll just take this, let's see, this one here. That, and between those 4 characters, they should get up to assassin level in 12 minutes or so. I don't know if I want to say this grass here looks nice with its plows and growing of frankly nothing. I suppose if you were to do this in modern time, there would be all kinds of wheat. That's exactly what The Witcher had, was you would run through farms and there would be wheat and similar items growing. Here, they obviously couldn't render it, so you have a woman picking at some kind of crop that's just not there. And I'm at the ultimate settings, like the when we're at graphics, the only I'm not at multi-sampling, but environmental quality is at 6, texture quality is at 3, shadow quality is at 5, character quality is at 5, post effects are on, and there's really no reason why I shouldn't at least see some variation of a plant if there was actually a plant in there. But I can guarantee you there was no plant. There was intention to have a plant, but can't afford it. I think I'm just gonna stupidly run towards this flag, even though it's probably gonna just end up putting me in the position I don't want to be in. I still haven't figured out the system to ensure that you roll when you fall. Seems like sometimes you roll, sometimes you land hard. And if the game just told me that it was a randomized thing, it rolled the dice to see whether you took damage on fall, I would believe it. That's an interesting idea in itself, is if you had the story of Assassin's Creed and played it like a Dungeons and Dragons sequence, that might play a little bit differently and a little bit better. There's this podcast called The Film Reroll that they didn't make a ton of episodes. Like, they haven't yet. I think they're still doing it. I need to actually go back and check. But what they do is they take stories of movies, so that you know what happened in the movie, like the Indiana Jones movies and the Wizard of Oz, and then they write contingencies for playing it like a Dungeons and Dragons game. And often what happens is, because the players don't do the same thing or don't succeed on dice rolls as well as you would as the characters in the movies, it takes them down incredibly different paths and tells a very interesting variant.
You have a plan?
Once inside, your men can overpower the camp's patrols, correct?
Yes, but...
Especially if the patrols are taken completely by surprise.
Ma certo.
Then we need to liberate several suits of French armor. At dawn, we are going to walk right in.
Ah! Ezio Auditore! You are truly a man after my own heart.
I hear the pigeons in the background a lot.
I will get the armor.
My troops will gather it from the dead. We will then depart from the north, so as not to arouse suspicion. And Ezio, make sure to kill them without a fight. The armor has to stay clean.
So now, don't be detected and kill a bunch of people. And see all these pigeons. And there's guys everywhere. What a mission. Just designed to push me. And see, I don't particularly think I want to jump. Actually, I can do that. Why did the parachute not work? I guess because I was jumping in water anyways. So there's several of these French outposts.
What happened? You think you can escape? Merde! There! Get him!
So there goes my full detection.
What's got into him?
Let's see, can I get up this building? Well, that's certainly not going to work every time, though, because I simply am not going to recharge my assassins that quickly. So instead, we'll try to take some people by surprise. Actually, come to think of it, I think I can probably finish this quest a lot easier. By like, let's see how my assassins do over here. Let's just watch them. We're actually just sitting here and not playing. That's 14. That's 15. These guys, are they using my bullets? No. So 18. So if I had just cleared out 2 of these locations, that would have been more than enough. That explains the awkwardness there. We'll send these guys after some people too. And this is another fight those guys. Send in the assassins too. We need one more dead guy. Just gunshots ringing out everywhere. Search these guys. I don't think they're gonna have a ton of money on them. I really feel like the system would have been better improved if we were getting 500 florins off of these stronger enemies. Alright, moving on with the memory. Run, 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 run. Waste time. In an interesting way, this is kind of a master class in what not to do when making a video game. Or telling a story in general is, don't include the boring minutia unless you're going for unless you're a very good writer and going for a very specific feeling. Like a good example of that is you may see a scene of somebody working at a boring job, but it's like a 2-minute scene. It's not 8 hours of doing that boring job for one day. Here, this game feels like it's 8 hours of adjusting your location. I've said it before, and now I'm repeating myself just to show how often it happens. So we've got all these guys in soldier's armor.
Bring me a suit of that perverted armor.
You are not wearing one.
What?
It is part of the plan. You surrender to us, we are bringing you to the Baron.
Ah, yes. Then what?
Your men attack on my signal.
Bene! Go change into costume. Dawn approaches. Get into formation!
So, in this one, they don't want us to lose any health squares. And I get to play dress up again. What, am I just following? Follow these... Follow, don't lead? No, I feel like I want to lead. Let's see, how far can I go before it says reduce distance? Right there. Let me see, can I blend in here? See, that would be nice.
The enemy advance! We must engage!
Well, how did they see through the ruse so quickly? This is a mess. I think that's the idea, is to have a bunch of people in the same kind of armor, but really then that concept is just violating the reason why they're in different armor in the first place. This almost feels like maybe I could lose some of these men. They're all wearing the same headband, so you still know that they're mercenaries. Oh, I did blend. There. But then they just walked me right out of the
We
blend.
must follow the patrol route. We cannot deviate or the Duke's men will know something is wrong.
The Baron thinks Cesare will allow the French to rule Italy. He's so blinded by the trickle of royalty in his blood that lazy inbred can't see the battlefield. Whatever the French may think, Cesare intends to be king.
See, they don't feel like they want me to follow them anymore. Let's see. The game says still follow them. We shall see. We shall see what happens here. Kill the guards on the roadblock before they just...
More troops up ahead.
Oops. Too many different weapons. How many times have I done that? Accidentally used a gun when I meant to use a crossbow.
I don't like using this kind of trick. I believe in fair fight. May the best man win.
Cesare and the Baron seem to have a different style.
There will come a day in which men no longer cheat each other. And on that day, we will see mankind.
What?
Heard that before.
What just happened? Why did I desynchronize? How much of this am I gonna have to do again?
Your plan is brilliant. I don't like using this kind of trick.
Oh good, it checkpointed.
May the best man win.
Cesare and the Baron seem to have a different style.
There will come a day in which men no longer cheat each other. And on that day, we will see what mankind is truly capable of.
I've heard that before.
It is something your father once wrote.
Yeah, I'm not sure when that day is gonna happen though. Just stand here and let the assassin kill him.
I will take care of them.
In the sense that yeah, I took care of him, alright. Let's see. I'm running out of time. Oh, okay, I see what I did wrong there. So you really can't. You gotta kill them all pretty quickly.
Your plan is brilliant, but I don't like using this kind of trick. I believe in fair fight. May the best man win.
Cesare and the Baron seem to have a different style.
There will come a day in which men no longer cheat each other. And on that day, we will see what mankind is truly capable of.
I have heard that before.
It is something your father once wrote.
I will take care of them.
So that's one more checkpoint forward. We need to lock on this guy when we can. Where are you, assassin? Let's try to take this guy. Like, what happened then? Why does this sometimes work and sometimes not work? What is desynchronizing me? Is it because I'm getting detected? Because they see me running towards them? So, am I really supposed to just stand back and gotta wait for these guys to get closer. These guys are taking their sweet time. Man. Are these guys stuck over here? Or are they just not moving? Where's our main guy? So I had to push one of the group to get him to move. Well, now I have the arrow storm, so I might as well make use of it. Are we close enough? See this guy, I'm just gonna sneak up behind him so he can't see me.
Stop him before they attack us.
Stop who? I already did it. Don't worry, we did it. And now we just, I hope, walk up to this gate and I never have to do a mission like this again, because that was slow and annoying for all the times I failed. This kind of reminds me of the Telltale game Jurassic Park, where if you didn't do QuickTime events you would just fail over and over again, but some of the QuickTime events, if you failed, you'd just get lower score. If the game always went forward and you got lower sync, I would be okay with that more than desyncing.
What part of France are you from?
Montreal!
Open the gate!
Those speak French.
There were a couple of French girls in Firenze.
So there's this explanation on why he speaks French. And so the idea is that each of these soldiers, I would think, could just take up a position near some of their other soldiers, and then I could send a signal and have them kill the people right next to them. So I'm inside the building, so there's also a memory here that I want to get. And so it'd be kind of silly. I can't do it right now in the middle of this memory, but it'd be kind of silly to leave this area if I am not forced to leave this area.
General D'Alviano, it seems that you have seen the light.
Enough of your crap! Release my wife!
Such entitlement from a man born with nothing to his name.
Mine is worth its currency, unlike yours, which is counterfeit.
How dare you?
You think that commanding an army grants you nobility? Nobility comes from fighting beside your soldiers, not kidnapping a woman to cheat your way out of battle. Why don't you grow a pair and release my wife?
You savages never learn.
Ezio, you have to save my wife! Take the rooftops!
Nope, I don't. So I shot everybody with the arrow storm immediately, and it started this part. And take to the rooftops to save her. And I lost some health squares, so I think I'm saving his wife. Where is she? Where is she?
You want a dead man?
Kill the 4 guards to open the gate. Let's save some time here. And pull up this and I'm trying to kill these guys quickly. And then run this way to open this gate. And this time I don't have to hold B, I just have to push it, which is a better experience. Kill this guy without being seen. And see, I feel like I could probably get away with just calling assassins out for all kinds of help. Nope. So I got spotted and she got shot. Try that again. How come? See, this seems like the exact right thing to do, and it's still not working. And it also seems like if that's the exact right thing to do, and it's not working, it also feels like the assassins aren't going to be very helpful in this scenario. And there's no way I wouldn't have had the assassins during all of this. Sneak up on this guy and assassinate him. Let's see, where's this guy gonna go? Is he gonna stay where he is? Is he gonna walk closer this way? I could probably just stand up and get him. Or rather liberally using the term assassinate here. Borgia flag. There, assassinate him. And we've killed the French leader.
I only wanted respect.
Respect is earned, not inherited or purchased.
Perhaps you are right. I need more time.
Che tu sia pari nella morte.
Another prime example of a character who could be kind of a tragic villain if we had spent more time with him and gotten any of his backstory at all, but since we didn't, none of that matters. He's just another Templar as far as we care.
Don't ever disappear again. I was lost without you.
Really? But you rescued me.
Ezio came up with a brilliant plan.
I did not. It was all your husband's idea.
It was?
You are my prince.
Now I better earn that title.
You will. Thank you.
I suppose she's one of the few women in this story not related to Ezio that doesn't want to sleep with him. But I put it that there's a decent chance that that's not even going to be the case. She might try to sleep with him. Now, Memory 6 is complete, and before it completes, I'm trying to steal collectibles. Sequence 6, Forget Paris. And now Sequence 7, The Key to the Castillo. Key to the castle. And they've put me back at the Assassin's Guild. I get the feeling that there might be an Assassin's contract. Yeah, that might actually be the case. Let's see. So almost everybody is at the maximum. Let's find what we've got. Here's one to send these guys off on. But that wasn't what I was here to do. I was here to do an assassin's contract, which I'd forgotten about. So missions. In this mission, the bolster's troops Caesar has begun recruiting untrained soldiers. His veteran trains are critical to his success. Find and kill them. Kill the targets with hidden blades. Alright. So, 3 characters. This direction. Let's not end up on the in the water if we can avoid it. No, I wanted the map, not information about the bridge. I could not care less about the bridge. And we have some more emails in the real world that we can go look at instead of actually do anything interesting. Because that's what we want to do in life, right? Is instead of trying to have some interesting gameplay, we want to exit to an overworld where there's no conflict at all and no challenge at all. Alright. It wants me to hidden blade kill these characters. And I think it wants me to do it without being detected. That's one. And it's odd one person's suspicious of me and the other people aren't. I'll just hop in this hide spot, lock on this character, wait till he comes out.
All right, now finish him.
And now we'll just run this direction. And see if we can lose them. One more. Come on, give up. Tear more of these down. Feels like there should be more of a reward for lowering your notoriety. Like, maybe it increases your payout from repairing things. That would be a slightly interesting but very complicated system if every 20 minutes it was counting every second that you were yeah, well, there goes my full synchronization. I forgot about that. But whatever. But yeah, if it was counting every second that you were at high notoriety versus a no notoriety, and that was a percentage on the maximum amount of money you could earn per 20 minutes. Just go ahead and dive. Fast swim out of the area. And look, here's a Christina memory. So by doing the assassin contract, I unlocked this Christina memory, or maybe more likely, by doing the assassin contract, no, by finishing the previous memory, I unlocked that. So this is a Templar agent that we had before. I think we need to go back here for a couple of reasons. Look, there's also a layer of Romulus that's available now too. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we may be able to reach this point and do this. It seems odd that this layer of Romulus would unlock when I can't actually reach that, but that also kind of makes sense if you unlock layers of Romulus as by fixing broken aqueducts. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this memory we could go here and here. And there's more, there's a memory here, another Templar agent here, another no courtesan missions. We can't get into the Vatican. Maybe we could get back to this what is it, the Sant'Angelo building. Maybe we can get into that now. Well, we kind of made some progress today, I guess. I guess we made a little bit of progress. We moved the main story forward. Now it's sequence 7. It looks like there's only 5 there. There was only 4 in sequence 6. Secret locations. We have 2 layers of Romulus unlocked, and I think there's 3 remaining. Borgia Towers. There's 1 that we can access right now, it seems. Templar agents. 2 more remaining on that Christina things. It seems like there might be 2 more of Christina missions. Assassin missions, seems like there's 2 more of them. Thief missions, seems like there's 4 more of them. Whereas courtesan missions, it seems like there might only be 1 or none. Yeah, we actually might be done with all the courtesan missions, because if I got this one at 100% and this one at 100%, that would explain why I'm at 89% right now. guild challenges. How are we doing with this? I need to signal recruits during a fight. So I need to get in fights, I think, and signal them to get that up to rank 10. I need to send out one more mercenary group and then throw 4 guards through scaffoldings, kill 2 more brutes, kill a lot more papal guards, kill a lot of guards while on horseback, kill guards on horseback air, assassinating them. Oh, I've been misreading that one. I'm supposed to kill the guards that are on horseback from the air. I need to do 2 more double assassinations, and I need to do 6 more streaks of 5 kills, which, like, apparently using Aerorstorm doesn't count as a streak of 5 kills under a certain time. As far as Coruscant Guild, let's see. Poison 9 more guards. Hide from a hide spot. Escape by using a hide spot 1 more time. Enemies stationed at guard post killed using a crossbow without being detected. Like, I've only done that 3 times. And then commandeer 8 more commandeer 8 more horses. And let's see, 3 more leaps of faith will get the Thieves Guild up, but jumping from a horse to a beam, we haven't done that at all. If I got a horse and found a beam and just went back and forth, that would I probably could do that in a short amount of time. Dive from 25 meters still hasn't happened, and then glide a cumulative total of 500 meters with a parachute. And so I guess that means that in the background it's counting how many meters I've parachuted, and so we'll probably eventually get that. We're at a sync ratio of 62%, so are we really 2/3 of the way done with the game? That would kind of be nice. If I sort subject 16, we have this location that we can access, the Castel Sant'Angelo, which we probably will be able to access, and then the Aquedetto Claudia. And if we select this and set the marker on that one in particular, I think we can definitely reach that now. Well, maybe not. So that's something to keep an eye out for. I'd like to get that subject 16 memory, this subject 16 memory, and then probably in the middle of doing the main memory, we'll probably go to this castle and get hopefully this treasure and this collectible. It is probably also a smart move to get some more money and buy any collectible maps, because there might be treasure chests or flags that I don't realize I'm missing. Anyways, though, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.